You have to know how to use debt, and you have to know how to use taxes in your favor. But to try and change these rules, I don't put much faith in it. They're going to always take from the poor and give to the rich. That's what's going on. And I'd rather just be rich and not be part of the poor.
And they've got so many of the poor tricked into thinking they lobby government to protect them from the ultra-rich when the ultra-rich finance the government.
Yes. Yes. That's why when they repealed McCain-Feingold, I knew it was all over. See, what McCain and Feingold were trying to do was limit campaign contributions. Well, that was thrown out the window. So now when people think, well, it's one man, one vote, that's not true. It really is $1 million, one vote. I'm not telling anybody anything new. The rich always control it. So I just chose, when I came back in 1973 from Vietnam, I said, I'm just going to be on the rich side. I don't want to be like my poor dad, a school teacher fighting the system. You have no power when you have no money. You have no power when the taxes are just eating you alive. Okay,
well, let's say we got a 71-year-old person who's got $1 million in their retirement fund. What would you do with that $1 million?
I'd buy real estate. But I'm not. You can't do that because I've been trained for all these years.
Yeah, that's the problem, because you've got to have the specific knowledge, not just the money.
Exactly, and that's why I said, again, in 1973, I started taking real estate courses, not because of real estate, but I have to learn to manage debt.
Yeah, knowledge is power, and so even if people have money, if they don't have the knowledge or the time to implement it, they can't do it. But that's you have studiously built and built and built until now. I mean, how much is your total empire worth, ballpark?
I don't know, but I make more than $2 million a month without working, tax-free. So it's not a lot of money. I'm not Donald Trump or stuff like that, but $2 million a month tax-free is pretty good.
Well, not to mention your books.
Yeah, that's not including my books or anything else. That's just from income from my real estate, my investments.
But 26 million plus copies of books.
Yeah, I just wrote those books after I was already rich.
No, I understand that, trying to impart that. And that's really something revolutionary you've done that's really contributed to people understanding what's happening. And I've seen the success stories of people that have put your system into motion. They have become fabulously wealthy as well.
Well, it's not so much wealthy as they now have control over their lives. You see, if you learn the rules of the rich, which is get in debt, you will get richer. You see, it's knowledge is power, but misinformation is damaging. And so all of these guys who are trying to, save their house and save money for their retirement and all this, I think that's good if you have no information. But if you want to beat the system, you got to get smarter.
I saw an article in the Wall Street Journal a few months ago where they admitted that it's the people worth over $10 million. They're the first to walk away from a house that's upside down. But then a blue-collar person, they'll go down with the ship.
Yes, but that's changing right now, because I was at my local Italian restaurant, and the three cooks came out and said, hey, can we ask you a question? I said, yes. We haven't paid our mortgage in 18 months. And I said, why'd you stop? He said, because the mortgage was greater than our house. I said, well, you're pretty smart. I said, you're so far behind, you're now ahead.
Amazing. Robert, thank you so much for spending time with us. I hope that you'll come back with us in the future, and I'm flattered that you're aware of the show and the work we do here.
No, I've heard a lot of good things about you. I heard you're causing a lot of trouble, so that's why I had to call up.
Well, sir, hopefully we can have you on every few months and really get into, in depth on the important work you're doing. Robert, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
All right, Robert Kiyosaki, just amazing interview there. This hour is almost over, and I tend to agree with Robert. I think when gold goes above 25 right now, that's when it becomes a bubble and dangerous. But I do agree with him. I have so many people who don't have a lot of money ask me, where do I get in? Well, you get in with silver dollars and silver half dollars.